Welcome to the ChinaBox Quick Start video. Before starting, we recommend downloading and installing Google Chrome browser on any device. Then type in chinabox.info and hit return to go to the ChinaBox homepage. From here you can begin to discover how ChinaBox can enable your school to teach primary level Mandarin without a Mandarin-speaking teacher. It's so easy, any good teacher can make Mandarin magical with ChinaBox. If you have an account, click the login button, top right. Now enter your registered email address and password. If you've forgotten your password, I'll show you how to reset it later. Right now I want to show you what's inside my ChinaBox. This is your profile and progress tracker. At the top, we have your teacher's account details. Let's customize this section by clicking the cog and selecting Edit Profile. Click here to upload a custom banner image, unique to your class or school. This will appear throughout your ChinaBox and looks great when demonstrating your Mandarin progress to parents and visitors. You can crop it, just as you like, before doing the same for your profile picture, here. This could be your school badge or your ChinaBox teacher. If you require more teaching accounts to track more classes at your school, please get in touch from the contact page. That's looking great now. Just one last thing before you're ready to go. Enter the name of your class here and click onto the tick to save all changes. So here's your ChinaBox again, with a fully completed teacher profile, instantly recognizable as your school. Below is your ChinaBox medal table. It's a progress tracker that also gives pupil rewards too. More about that later. For now you just need to know that ChinaBox lessons are available from here or from the My Lessons menu tab at the top, here. Lessons are grouped into the academic terms to fall on key calendar dates such as Chinese New Year. The terms also represent beginner, intermediate and advanced level, rewarded with bronze, silver and gold medals, respectively. Let's jump straight into the first structured lesson. All ChinaBox lesson pages have the same layout. Let's quickly scroll down, just as a preview. That's your ChinaBox tracker, as we've just discovered, followed by the core lesson plan, with print resources, vocabulary PowerPoint, and finally, your Tai Chi lesson and video player. Before we begin, we should let the system know we are starting lesson 1 and 2. Click on Change Lesson Status and scroll down to the lesson 1 and 2 table. Change pending to started and enter the start date using the date picker here. Click on the Save Changes button. Now your progress is trackable at any time, from anywhere. Return back to lesson 1 and 2, where we'll see the new start date carried through to the top of the lesson page. With the housekeeping out of the way, it's time to look at the lesson plan in some more detail. ChinaBox lesson plans are simple tables. They guide teachers through enjoyable class activities, teaching even the youngest of pupils basic Mandarin vocabulary that enables progression to GCSE. They can be viewed or printed directly from the page. Click anywhere to save the PDF file. You could even create an archive in lesson folders, like this. And there it is. Click the tab to open. Now you can show it on any screen, including projectors and interactive boards. Click the printer icon to make hard copies. These can be kept for your records, or recycled. We'll look at lesson plans in greater detail another time. Next, I want to show you the other printable resources that will keep your pupils learning. These range from coloring sheets, flashcards and craft tutorials to stories and song translations. Whatever the lesson requires, you'll find them all here, and it's exactly the same process to view, save and print every time. Sometimes, like with this Chinese cultural photo set, you may only want to focus on a few images at a time. Not a problem. Just input the page numbers you wish to print or save to a new PDF file, like this. We encourage putting your own twist on ChinaBox lessons, and you can even share your ideas with other teachers in the lesson forum. As I show you this last example, I hope you are beginning to appreciate just how little Mandarin knowledge is expected of your teacher. From our experience, with just a bit of familiarization in advance of teaching, you can easily achieve a more suitable and effective lesson, designed especially for your pupils, than most native Mandarin teachers. So what about the vocabulary? Because we assume you don't know any Mandarin in advance, all authentic pronunciations, for all taught vocabulary, are included in your vocab PowerPoints, playable straight from the page. Just click anywhere to advance a slide. Unlike a video, teachers retain control of the pace by deciding when to play the audio clips, and how long for.
你好，佳佳。你好，佳佳。
Congratulations! With the help of Jar Jar, you've just taught your class their first authentic Mandarin phrase. You didn't need a dedicated Mandarin teacher and are only a few steps ahead of your pupils.
再见，佳佳。
And there was your second phrase, but remember, no need to rush your pupils in the classroom. Let's say thank you to Jar Jar.
谢谢，佳佳。谢谢，佳佳。
Right, let's reset the PowerPoint, like this, and scroll down the page again to move on to our final China Box module, the Tai Chi lesson. This unique component offers additional health benefits, promoting physical and mental well-being. It really is the perfect way to introduce Chinese studies to your school and can even be used as a standalone tool to remedy behavioral issues. Teachers simply play the video and direct pupils to copy individual stances, which gradually lead to learning more complex routines. More Tai Chi later. Down here, as part of the video player, you'll also find bonus videos to explore with your class. Now that everyone has enjoyed working through your first Mandarin lesson, we must let the system know if we want to retrieve our rewards. In My China Box, change this first lesson to complete and input the end date, like you did earlier. Now you will see your bronze medal on the left side of your medal table. Once you have saved these settings, you will be able to print copies of the accompanying certificate from the button that has now appeared. What better way to show off your pupils' achievements, both at school and at home? Write the recipient's name in the space provided on the prints. The pupil, a class, or even your school's name works wonderfully. Add all three details for extra impact and consider using good quality white card too. We also recommend laminating your certificates for increased longevity. Your future Mandarin scholars and their families will want to treasure that very first experience of the language, keeping all the certificates for years to come, long after having been removed from their childhood bedroom walls. Now feels like a good time to show you the user menu. Up here we have a link to My China Box, the Getting Started section, where this video lives, forums specific to each lesson, and the password reset procedure I promised to show you earlier. Suppose you have lost, or just want to change an insecure password. Just enter your registered email address and click the Reset My Password button. When the next page loads, you should see this confirmation message. That's your cue to check your inbox for our message containing your password reset link. Press the button to be returned to this page, where you should now enter your new password twice before confirming. The most flexible way to use China Box is through the Pick and Mix menu, here. These sections contain all the elements that make up the structured lessons you've already seen. This allows schools that are new to Mandarin to dabble with occasional activities on key dates, or as part of a maths lesson, for example. Pick and mix prior to running regular clubs or before officially offering Mandarin as part of your curriculum. More advanced teachers can use this feature to create unique personalized lessons to extend the learning scheme themselves. Here we have all the lesson plans, easily accessible, all on one page. This is really useful for planning ahead or borrowing activities and resources from different lessons. In the Chinese lesson plan section, you'll find exact translations of all the lesson plans you'll be using, just in case you are fortunate enough to be joined by a Mandarin speaker. This could be a visiting Chinese teacher or friend of the school, including parents. Print off a Mandarin copy and they can help you deliver the lesson with added authenticity. Here are all of the vocabulary PowerPoints. This is a really handy way to revisit vocab from previous lessons or to create your own customized lessons. Here, I can show you some advanced presentational features. Firstly, we have this PowerPoint in its own tab, with the ability to route it to a second screen such as a projector, in full screen mode, like this. Additionally, you can save and print the PowerPoint as a PDF file for pupils to follow and keep individually, even selecting specific pages, if required, as shown earlier. Flexibility and accessibility are always at the heart of China Box. Next, we will look at flashcards and photo sets, the first of the print resource collections. These resources tend to be rich and colorful, so we recommend printing them on good quality white card and laminating for durability. Then they can be reused again and again. Next up we have the extensive color, copy and craft section. A brilliant place to find additional exercises to keep your pupils focused and engaged. There's something for every occasion in here that results in something to take home or use in a school display. In the stories and song lyrics section you'll find copies of all text-based materials, including translations for all the songs found in the vocabulary PowerPoints. Print pupil copies, or follow along on your iPads or computers. Finally, we have the standalone Tai Chi component at the bottom of the menu. Here we have the complete China Box Tai Chi course, loved by pupils and staff alike. Access the complete archive by navigating the videos like this. Guaranteed to impress while enhancing physical and mental health within your curriculum. Lessons gradually introduce mini routines that are later assembled into a single more complex routine. Simply observe and copy the actions you see demonstrated in the videos. Physical benefits include cardiovascular fitness, muscle strengthening, flexibility and posture. There are also a plethora of mental health benefits to practicing Tai Chi. Please consult the documentation for a more thorough understanding before you begin. I'm now logging out and closing China Box, having given you an overview of all China Box's main features. See you again in the next video.